Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another recording of Deponia. Let us continue. Although I don't know really why we're continuing, because it feels like this second chapter is incredibly smaller than the first chapter. I'm still withholding judgment, but in the first hour, we've done all of this. It feels like there can't be that much more to this chapter unless they add a second page. We've done way less, and there's only one character to talk to in this whole game, and that's Doc, and we need to go talk to him right now actually to figure out how to calm our nerves so we can use the crane properly. And he's just gonna give us alcohol. We have an empty bottle, so I can use the empty bottle with the alcohol. I assume that's what I need to do. Well, with the booze, as it's called.
Will you cut that out? You can have a sip if you want to. That doesn't mean that you can siphon the whole bottle.
So why don't you make yourself clearer next time?
Let's talk to him about calming our nerves.
What? Oh! Hello?
Nope, nothing new to say.
Be safe. Always use goggles.
I guess I just drink the booze.
And what's this supposed to be? I can't afford any disfiguring infectious diseases, so please stop that.
Let's give him a inverter.
A solid power inverter. Good job, Rufus.
Piece of cake. It's a bad idea to ride a mind bike while drunk because of tunnel vision. On the other hand, there are a lot of tunnels around here. Hi there.
Huh? What? Oh! Hello.
I have some more challenges.
Keep 'em coming.
Doc, I'm too fidgety. Okay, that's new. Had to look.
I'm a little highly strung.
I can see that. Look at you. The hands, the eyes, the hair.
Huh?
You should do something about it. Unrest is a handyman's death. If I get too twitchy, I meditate.
Meditate?
Meditate.
Yes. You should try it for yourself. Like this. Lodge your leg behind your head and fixate on a point on the horizon. Wait, I'll show you. Choose a point on the horizon and stare at it.
So, leg.
What's wrong? You're not fixating at all.
With Doc.
With an infinitely long lever and a fixed support, you could...
Yeah, yada yada yada. I don't need
Just
any
take it
lectures.
in. Of course not. Just take it in. What's wrong? You're not fixating at all. Just take it in.
There we go.
Refreshing. And now, just a sip of booze and... Rufus, do you happen to know where my hip flask might have gone?
Why, that's strange. It was here a moment ago.
Yes. And now it's protruding from the hem of your coat.
Huh? Well, how did it get there?
You must either have pocketed it, or we're dealing with wormholes here.
Hey, I don't have wormholes. I see the doctor several times a week.
Okay, let's talk to him again.
Hi there.
Huh? What? Oh, hello.
And get him to do that.
I have some more.
And then when he's not looking,
Keep
I'll
'em
use the
coming.
bottle with the flask.
Could you show me how to meditate again?
Of course, no trouble. Just lodge your leg behind your head and fixate on the point on the horizon, like this. What's wrong? You're not fixating at all. Choose a point on the horizon and stare at it.
There we go. Now we go back
Choose
to
a
the
point
tunnel.
on the horizon and stare at it.
It kind of feels
Just
like
take it
we
in.
will use this leg to meditate
Choose a
at some
point on the
point.
horizon.
So back to the seat we go. Let's go ahead and drink the filled bottle. We'll just use it with the crane.
Break a thing for luck? I don't need luck. I've got expertise. Break a thing for luck? I don't need luck. I've got expertise.
For the maintenance box, do I use
Break
the
a
boost?
thing for luck? I don't need luck.
Nope. I guess I just look at it.
I've got Doc's booze, the source of the steadiness of his hands and his bad breath.
Drink that. And use the crane
Child's
lever.
play. Ready? Go! Crap! Oh, damn! What's wrong with me? I'm usually totally laid back. It must be the fumes from the mine. How can Doc stand them? I better go and ask him.
Okay, so we do have a horizon here.
Tetanus-inducing rust and unsecured power cables as far as the eye can see. Oh, time I got out of here.
So we are gonna have to meditate. We'll use the leg of the skeleton with the seat.
I knew it all along. You don't need yoga if you're resourceful.
And then we look at the horizon.
Tetanus-inducing rust and unsecured power cables as far as the eye can see. Oh, time I got out of here.
And use the crane.
Child's play. Ready? Go!
Or maybe I have to drink the alcohol as the final thing.
Crap! Oh, damn! What's wrong with me? I'm usually totally laid back. It must be the fumes from the mine. How can Doc stand them? I better go and ask him.
Okay, so he said you put the leg behind your head, then you look at the
Tetanus-inducing
horizon.
rust and unsecured power cables as far as the eye can see. Oh, time I got out of here.
Do you do anything with the horizon, or you just look at it and then you drink the alcohol?
I've got Doc's booze, the source of the steadiness of his hands and his bad breath.
That's a little more complicated than I thought it was going to be.
Tetanus-inducing rust and unsecured power cables as far as the eye can see. Oh, time I got out of here. Child's play. Ready? Go!
Man,
Crap.
poor
Oh,
goal.
damn! What's wrong with me? I'm usually totally laid back. It must be the fumes from the mine. How can Doc stand them? I better go and ask him.
The leg is behind their head. We have an inverter.
Let's see what happens when I attach that here. Oh. Too bad.
I don't know what that would have done.
That thing loads junk into the mine lorry. The unconscious woman in peril is caught on the other side of the canyon, and this is a rusty old crane for loading rail cars. Well, you don't have to be a genius to make the connection.
Okay, so maybe I look at goal.
Well, she seems to have coped okay. I probably shouldn't have parked her under a beehive when I took a break, though.
Is there a specific point in the horizon I should look at? No.
Tetanus-inducing rust and unsecured power cables as far as the eye can see. Oh, time I got out of here.
And then you drink this.
I've got Doc's booze, the source of the steadiness of his hands and his bad breath.
And then use the crane.
Child's play. Ready? Go!
Doesn't feel like something's working. Nope.
Crap! Oh, damn! What's wrong with me? I'm usually totally laid back. It must be the fumes from the mine. How can Doc stand them? Huh, I better go and ask him.
So it's pushing me right back to talking to Doc. I guess I'm gonna have to go back and talk to Doc. Let's see, what happens when I use this with this here?
Huh. Let's see what happens when I attach that here. Too bad.
What happens when I attach that here?
Huh. Let's see what happens when I attach that here. Too bad.
Just go to the outer turn. What is this? Hint. Calm down. I think. Nope, not seeing anything. What happens when I attach that here?
Huh. Let's see what happens when I attach that here. Too bad.
What happens if I put the signal lamp? Well, I can't put it there, can I? And there's like no horizontal or horizon here. So let's go back to talking to Doc.
Hi there.
Huh? What? Oh! Hello!
I have some more challenges.
Keep 'em coming!
How do I
Can you show me
meditate?
how to meditate again?
Of course, no trouble. Just lodge your leg behind your head and fixate on the point on the horizon, like this. What's wrong? You're not fixating at all. That's right. Can you see how everything gets more focused and how the colors are more lively? I have fixated on that strange blue shape to the right. Now I let my eyes wander to the north until I see a blue pole. Now I gaze far over to the west to that green thing. And then in a straight line to this blue thing down there. And then, finally, whoa, I'm already utterly entranced. In any case, you have to tell the world who you are. I am a river.
Okay.
After that, I take a good swig from my hip flask, and I'm all relaxed. Got everything?
Okay, that was creepy. And look, all those letters are there. Were they there before and I just didn't see them?
Tetanus-inducing rust and unsecured power cables as far as the eye can see. Oh, time I got out of here.
Wow. I want to take this signaling lamp. I don't think I need it in where it is.
Ouch! Hot.
Let's go back this way. Hit this lever. So that was super freaky. Let's take this. Put this here. and see what happens when we use the halogen lamp with the inverter.
Without an electric current, there's nothing to invert.
So that's weird. The signaling lamp does seem to work.
Huh. Let's see what happens when I attach that here. Too bad.
Seems like that does do something. I don't know what. So we'll ignore that for now. We'll come back up here and flip the switch again. Now we'll go back to the turn. Have a seat. To the crane. Now focus on the horizon.
Leg behind the head? Check. Fixate horizon? Check. Here we go. Whoa.
It's like P U M humans.
Hummus! I am a hummus! Yeah, I'm much more relaxed now. Huh? Why is my leg shaking like that? I'm probably not a hummus after all. Maybe this wasn't right at all.
Let's try that again.
Leg
We'll just
behind the
guess
head? Check. Fixate
instead
horizon?
of trying to actually
Check.
figure out
Here we go.
what the map was, because there was a map there, but for the letters. Let's see, let's go with Pup Pup.
Pop up! And now?
The alcohol?
I think it's working, but I can't feel my tongue allowances. Wow!
So now use the
Once
crane
again.
loader.
Nice and easy. Rufus! Rufus! Yeah!
So, that's exactly what you shouldn't do, is get drunk while operating heavy machinery. And this is scaring me because we've been going 18 minutes and we're potentially going to run right through this whole episode. This whole chapter. If we don't run into something, maybe the bad guys will capture us and we'll have to talk our way through that and escape without a plan. Mine bike, here we go. So we go this way. And then we push the switch.
Huh. Oh, you're quite heavy, babe. And I thought you were making yourself extra heavy when I lugged you up the hill just now.
Never mind. The controls are exposed, and there's a circuit diagram.
This'll be easy as pie. Yep, all clear. I don't have any trouble with pasta recipes.
Okay. So, here's the real puzzle. We have player 1 and player 2. I assume that's what that says. Let's move the yellow lever. Switch yellow lever. What changed? Okay. They seem to have 3 positions or 2 positions. Yeah. So I have no idea even where we're trying to go. Let's hit the red levers. Well, the red lever and the yellow lever there wouldn't do anything that would be helpful. So I don't think the red lever should be in the position it is here. This stops, this goes the wrong direction, this goes that way. So if I could go, if I'm going this direction, and then I move the yellow lever. Right. So if this went this way, and this goes this way, and this goes this way, and that goes that way, and then green goes that way. But I have these switches too. Let's see what these do. Player 1 can be green, yellow, or I guess I'd want them both in green, wouldn't I? I have literally no clue. I'm gonna have to experiment here. Let's just hit the button. Let's just set off. Okay, this makes more sense. Now. Okay. So we now know where we start at least. So the green is, I think, in the right position. At most this is 9 possible combinations. Let's see, this would take me here, put me up here, and send me that way. I think I want to come out this way. So let's change the red to go downward. Change the yellow to go downward. Change the green to get into that path. I think that might be right. And then I think everything else might be right here. So from this starting position we're going down, then we're going to continue down, then we're going to continue down, which should hit us here, which should potentially maybe ignore this directions and hopefully just go straight that way. I'm hoping. Let's try it, let's see what happens. We go down, we go down, we go down. That's fine. This gets us up here for some reason. It gets up here. block off this, perhaps? Let's change that to red
Yeah,
to see what.
now we're really
what
going
happens.
places. Check it out, babe. Oh, Rufus, you really are the best. True, so very true. If you like that, then you'll love what's coming next. Oh, yeah.
Must have gotten it right.
The rails are still warm. What? Don't say you've already got one of these new infrared visors. No.
My beard sonar has gone to red alert. They have to be somewhere close by.
I'll send a helmet fax to the bailiff immediately. You two are shitting me, right?
Hold on for a second. My shoulder seismograph is giving me strange readings.
You're right. I feel it too. Guys, strange. According to the soul barometer in my boot, the ground pressure hasn't changed.
My sock spectrometer is still processing the data.
Guys, so it can't be an earthquake.
Wait, my kneecap ultrasound detector is registering strange readings from...
Yeah, I guess this is gonna work. I didn't expect it to work that way, but okay.
Hey, I'm still alive. I'm not an easy man to break. They call him Rufus. Rufus. And what a sight! The Lower Ascension Station. I did it once again. You see that? I did it. Oops. Maybe I should get you to a place that is a little more comfortable. Luckily, it'll be a downhill ride from here. So, do you want to be carried? Which would be plain boring. Or do you prefer the fun and fast way? Yes!
Historians would die for a way to decipher apparently missing text passages here. They still found no reasons why scratches and lesions related to ghosts subsequently appear. But then why should it bother you? For he finally managed to haul her more or less unharmed to the rendezvous spot, and that without expecting any pay, except for the reward. But it's not about the context, so get on with the plot. Huzzah, get on with the plot.
Well, you'll be safe here for now. We just need to wait for your fiance to show up. That Cletus guy is really a lucky fella. I hope he'll keep his promise. Well, now we just have to wait. I guess I should search for a way up to the platform on top of the tower. The view should be good from up there.
Okay, so what are we at now? We're at chapter 3. That's no good. That is definitely no good. At the end of chapter 3, that was Deponia. That was the first quote-unquote game. And if it's as long as this hour and 30-minute chapter 2 was, that's not really great. I mean, it's alright, I guess, because chapter 1 was super long and way too long and had way too many scenes and everything. And so maybe I can, in my mind right now, say maybe chapter 2 was just kind of an attempt to balance out chapter 1 being way too long. But we need like 2 or 3 hours now on chapter 3 just to get it to feel almost like maybe a 10 or 11 hour game. And that was one game that still on Steam is sold that way. I see Deponia on sale a lot and on sale, but it's just the first quote-unquote game, which I don't feel is an accurate or fair way to explain it. This feels very much like episode 1. It feels very episodic, and as I've said in a lot of the Telltale games, episodic isn't something I like. It is the worst form of both DLC and pre-ordering. I am glad the creators didn't go full on episodic and make you buy chapter 1 and then chapter 2 came out like months later. Maybe it did, but I don't think that's the case, and it certainly isn't the case now. Now, as long as you get the complete journey, you're all right. But there's still very much the opportunity to buy Deponia, and then you would have to go buy Chaos in Deponia, which is chapter 4 through 8. So a little bit more expansion there, a little bit longer, and then you would have to get Goodbye to Deponia, which is chapters 8 through 13, which hopefully all of those are good sizes too, because that's then 5. So maybe all in all, the first 3 chapters will be the shortest of the trilogy, but we're having some weirdness here. Definitely some weirdness. Chapter 2 literally was one person. We kept getting that same hint. I think that was a bug. Or maybe I just didn't do it. Maybe I just never accomplished it. I don't know. But it seems like I did. Super, super short compared to chapter 1. Look at all the pictures. All the things we had to do. If they had taken, for instance, this whole puzzle out and put it in the second chapter, then you would be much more balanced. And that would have helped me a lot now, because I have gone 30 minutes and I'm going to have to end this episode because there's nothing more I could really do. Or if they had taken this puzzle, it didn't really matter. If they take this puzzle, or even the stupid beginner's puzzle, and put that in chapter 2, figure out a way to squeeze it in there, it would have helped. Now, storyline wise, it would be the easiest to take the radio puzzle and move that all to chapter 2. You could have done that. You could have had a radio operator, you could have had a vault, you could have had the mail thing. It would have taken some moving around a lot of elements, but you could have certainly had this puzzle in the second part of the game. But yeah, definitely a disbalance. Again, I must hold final judgment until I am done with the whole game, but that is just super, super weird. And if it turns out that only the first chapters of each game is actually arc of any actual length, then you have to reevaluate what the value of this game really is. This is almost certainly a game you'd only play twice. Once without the director's commentary and once with. And then maybe you'd play it like 5 years after that just to refresh yourself if you really love the story. The story is going by fine. I like it. Its jokes aren't laugh out loud funny or anything, but they are acceptable and they don't make me groan, they don't make me roll my eyes or anything like that. The story seems fine. I'm just getting a little... Chapter 2 being so short, it's just throwing me for a loop. Well, I won't sit here and just repeat myself. We have to end the episode here. So, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want a friend, if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.